5 practical ways that I've cared for my wife as a pastor is a great question, and I think with 53 years of marriage behind me, I have a lot of wisdom to share. And right at the top of that is that I listened to my wife. A man's gone all the day long. He's involved in all kinds of maybe exciting things, stimulating things. And he gets home, and she's got her life, and you're not in the mood to listen, not in the mood to discuss. Well, I think the first thing that a husband has to learn to do is listen as she recites her day, all about, if you're young, about the children, about life, about the people she's encountered. And so to become a good listener is a key to supporting your wife. And then the other side of that is to share with her. And men are by nature not as communicative as women. But I learned that I need to take my day and unpack it for her as much as she wants to hear, because she is my great support, my one flesh. And so listening first and then communicating, regardless of how tired you are of talking and interacting with other people during the day. Second thing is to spend time with her. And from day one in our marriage, I was told, and I practiced, taking my day off and spending a good portion of the day with my wife. When we were young, had little ones, and couldn't afford to go out to dinner, I might take her out to an inexpensive breakfast in another place so we could just talk and pray together. So my day off has always been filled with chores and spending time with my wife. When our children were grown, it maybe do chores during the day and then take her into the city to a movie or out to dinner so that we have time together. So I've always spent time with her. The other thing is to pray for her regularly. When it tells us in Ephesians 5, husbands, love your wife as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her, we're obviously talking about his incarnation and being willing to die for her, but also Christ as the high priest for the church is to have a priestly ministry to the bride and to his wife. And so that is to pray for her, not just bless Barbara and everything she does today, but to pray for her in detail, that and with the understanding that comes from intimacy, and then to pray regularly with her. We didn't pray every day, but we do pray regularly for extended times together as the Lord provides time for ministry. So to pray for her and with her. The other thing is that while I've had a busy professional life, demanding professional life in speaking, writing, and so on, as I've endeavored to share her interests, I haven't expected her to share mine, but to share the things that she is interested in. Like my wife loves decoration. She loves art. She loves antiques. So the old man here will go along to the antique stores with her and follow her around. I'll even go when she likes to buy clothing. Not that I like being in a women's department, believe me, but to show great interest and care to my wife. And along that line is to work at developing her. I mean, everything has been focused on life professionally and the old man doing his job and keeping the church up, but to see her develop. And my wife has artistic interests. One's gardening. So she's always had big gardens, and I've had a hat. Well, let's put it this way, a theoretical hat that says Weed Boy on it. So I help in the gardening. Secondly, she loves art. And so to go to art museums with her, and I've grown through her to develop that, and then she also takes lessons and works on her art, so to develop her. I think these are things that are so important. And then just there's the miscellaneous little things. I fix her coffee first thing in the morning and take it to her. That's one thing I do every day. And I buy her gifts occasionally, not all the time, but oftentimes when I'm gone, I'll buy her a gift that I have chosen for her myself that I think she would really like. So I'm not asking someone else. I'm trying to come up with something she likes. So those are some of the ways that I've cared for my wife as a pastor.